that I have a backbone. I decided that I'm in the IAS for the citizen. People ask me, do you have an ideology because I'm a left MLA? I have no ideology at all. I have one single ideology. I'm pro-citizen. I'm here to do things for people. When I say people, it includes the poor, it includes the middle class, it includes the rich. When I was a collector, when I was an officer, I had a very simple principle. Whoever walks into my office without a shirt, with a torn blouse, I would see that person first, because that person is given up one day's labor, sacrifice one day's employment to come and see me. If I don't solve that person's problem today, that person is got to get back to my office tomorrow, that family will starve, isn't it? I must sort out that person's problem first. Next comes the middle class. Of course, the last would come somebody who drives a Mercedes-Benz. I have nothing against somebody who drives a Mercedes-Benz, because I drive a Mercedes-Benz myself. I have nothing against them. I drive one. But I'm here in this job, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that every job that I've been, I'm destined by God. I'm a believer in God. I'm destined by God to be in that seat to sort out people's problems. I believe that. As an MLA, Digimon was my opponent in the basketball match. I don't know whether you saw it. We had the MLA match, basketball match. I'll tell you about that later. Just remind me. Yeah. 139 MLAs in the state of Kerala. I don't know about other states. They win elections by doing two things. They go to marriages, they go to funerals. They get out with a bunch of wedding invitations in the morning. They go and have nice mutton biryani. They have... My children went to school under police protection. My wife went to the market to buy fish under police protection. My kids played cricket with policemen. All the slip fielders were policemen. Those days, those guys were better than the Indian team, of course. Today, you know that the India has won today, isn't it? India has won the third ODI today. Yeah. My Vimal was asking me on this. Sir, you find, I was asking my wife all the time, hey, what's the score? Vimal says, sir, where do you find time for everything? I have time for everything under the sun. I dance, I watch cricket, I make speeches, I write books. I do everything. I do everything. I write poetry. If you read some of my poetry, you'll be shocked. When I was 23. I'll send you some of it if you are interested. Give me your email. I do everything under the sun. 5 years. Let me tell you, in 5 years, not one brick was laid in Delhi illegally, not by anybody. Not by anybody. 94, to my utter shock, when I saw the Time magazine, I was in Time magazine's cover story. Do you have it with you? Yeah, I think it's here. Go to the net and see. This is a 5th of December 1994 issue. This is called the Global 100 Leaders. Well, you have the Bill Gates, you have Condoleezza Rice. I think you have Obama also in the list. Most probably you have Jeffrey Sachs. And guess who figured from India in this list? Mukesh Ambani and myself. In fact, the entire list starts with me. So I must be pretty bright, isn't it? I was an IAS topper, pretty famous. I got on Time magazine's cover story of 100 young global leaders in 1994. Guess how much I scored in my matriculation, in my class 10 exams. You listened to my speech earlier. You read my book. What's your name? Manish, give me a hand. Come on. Yeah. See, a lot of people know the answer. They would whisper to themselves, wouldn't have the courage to raise their voice and say, this is what he calls smartness. Okay, Manish, you're going to have a lot of girlfriends today, all right? Yeah. He's blushing. Look at his face. He's blushing. I got a huge 42% in my matriculation. You know, I grew up in a non-electrified village, Manimala. Anybody from Manimala here? Hey, nobody from that great place, okay? It's a non-electrified village. My home didn't have electricity. The entire village didn't have electricity. My school didn't have electricity. I studied in a Malayalam medium school. When I applied for the matriculation class 10 examinations, the principal said, ask your father to come along. I went with my father, who was a school teacher. My father was a Second World War veteran. You know how I got this strange name? Not because of Alphonse Kannamthanam. I mean, I keep saying Alphonse Kannamthanam became a saint because she has my name. Presumptuous, isn't it? I went for her beatification. It was for her sainthood. It was interesting. My father was a Second World War veteran. My father fought the Battle of Kohima in the Second World War. My father's boss, name was Alphonse. He died in the Battle of Kohima. In fact, his tombstone is there. I had gone and seen it. That's why I get this very strange name. So my father came along with me. The principal said, this kid, I'll tell you in Malayalam because it was told me in Malayalam, he school which means he is the biggest moron this school has ever seen. So he will not get through the examination. He will bring a bad reputation to the school. So let him repeat one more year. Imagine, it's a co-educational school. Imagine having to study with your junior girls, isn't it? Would you do it with your junior boys? It's not easy. I said, no way. The headmaster said, no way. So we parted that way. I found that my neighbor was a clerk looking after the application forms. I went and buttered him nicely. Didn't pay any bribes. I smuggled in my application form. Didn't pay any bribes. I've never paid a bribe all my life. I've never taken a bribe all my life, okay? Even as a politician. I got my application through, and when the results came, the first miracle in my life happened. I got through. There was huge party in my house. The other day I was watching, my nephew came running from his school after his class test results. He had got 24 and a half out of 25. You know, what was his mother's response? He says, where is that half a mark gone? She almost pounced on him, you know. I know people who ask for revaluation when they get 99% in their Malayalam paper. I've seen that. I've seen that as secretary to the government. Huge celebrations in my house. Once the celebrations are created in the world, 25% of all that money is used to produce weapons of destruction, to kill each other. Is man more intelligent? Do animals kill for fun? No, they don't. I have a lot of animals in my house. I have 2 dogs. I have a cat. I have a small little kitten. What else? I have a chicken in my house. Last week I gave my wife a crow, a baby crow. You know, I was in Vani Hotel in Changanasheri, and when I was coming out, this cat was chasing this crow, and I went and grabbed it. I jumped, ran after that, brought it home, a nice little crow with a red mouth. Give it to my wife. So we have a lot of creatures. Yeah. So just now I was asking my wife, I'm not coming home today. So I told my wife, I know who is going to sleep on my pillow today, my dogs. She's extremely clever. Not the dogs, my wife. The moment she hears my car coming in, the dogs are out of my bed, out of my pillow, and yeah, everything is fine. When I walk in and say there seems to be some dog fur in my bed, she says, yeah, these days it's so windy, you know, the dog fur flies around all over the place, so that's the reason why it must have come on the door. We have nice biryani made for all these creatures in the morning, and I get whatever is left behind after they have finished them. So that's my home, okay? It's an animal farm, yeah. I'm just one of the small pets in that little animal farm. I brought this home. What was I saying? I forgot. I lost the story. Yeah, animals, what's the difference? Man kills for fun, isn't it? Yes or no? The only creature who kills for fun. When George Bush wakes up in the morning, he feels bored. He says, okay, go and drop some bombs in Afghanistan. Next week, he says, okay, go and drop in Iraq. Next one was, of course, supposed to be Iran, isn't it? We kill for fun. In Changanasheri NSS College, they killed the young police constable, sub-inspector, stopped him, isn't it? You see it in the newspaper every day. Do animals do that? You watch a lion when it's hungry. What does it do? Does it go and catch a whole herd? Kill one and kill, no, I'm hungry. No, he goes and catches one. What does it do? Once it eats a little bit, you know, you tell your mother, Mom, I don't like this food, take away. After you have, let's one more, isn't it? No, animals don't do that. It goes and hides the rest of it somewhere. Believe in yourself. You are intelligent. You have the talent. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when I went to college from 42%, I was a topper in every class. I won every prize imaginable in the university. Somebody said I was dumb. I had all the talent. You have the talent. Ladies and gentlemen, I am lighting this little fire in your hearts. Let that fire become a huge stir now in your brains and in your bellies. Ladies and gentlemen, go change the world.
with this huge energy in us, I would like to call one of the handsome guy and one of the cutest girl in DCSMAT. It's none other than Arun Raj and Karthika, the student coordinator of Luminance 08.